Hello, everybody. Just want to continue our campus chats here, give you a few updates. We do have a big board meeting coming up Tuesday. We have a lot of action items, a lot of updates for the board, and so we're really looking forward to that. Some of the things that we'll be highlighting, of course, we'll be talking about the Title III grant again, a $2.2 million grant spread out over 5 years. We're going to be revising some of those job descriptions at the board meeting. We're very excited by all the possibilities that that grant will bring to the campus and help with student retention and completion. We're so very excited to get that. Plus, of course, it has that endowment match, and we've already begun the successful launch of that campaign. I want to thank all the staff who have worked on that. They've just been phenomenal, and so a lot of good things to come there. I'm also very excited by the Carmi project. We'll be updating the board on that. The design phase is continuing. We have a timeline now from the architects for both phase 1 and phase 2 of that career tech education extension at the Carmi campus. We are so very excited by all the possibilities that that's going to bring, and we'll keep you posted on that. But we hopefully will see a shovel in the ground very soon. It's been a long time in coming. This was planned back when Dr. Ben Cullers was president. That's 4 ago, and we're so excited to see this finally happening. The ASIN nursing accreditation team just conducted their exit visit this Friday. Obviously, we won't have any official results until in the early part of spring, early to mid part of spring. But I'm just so pleased with all of our staff, Director Murphy, all of her nursing instructors, all the academic and support leadership and staff around campus who all contributed in this monumental task. Couldn't be more pleased and so very thankful. As I always say, programs are people, not buildings, and we have some darn good programs, which means we have some darn good people. So I just want to say thank you very much. I felt very good about it. We'll see what they say in the spring. There are going to be lots of improvements happening on campus very soon. Of course, we're still waiting on supplies for a lot of the things we've talked about. We're waiting on contractors, and when you're dealing with state funds, it's just a very slow bureaucratic process. It's not like just hiring someone off the street to come, redo your bathroom. You're going to see field work, the baseball, softball area, parking in that area. Bathrooms will be put in that area. We've had porta potties ever since we've had ball fields down there. And I don't know if you've used one of those down there recently, but yeah, we need bathrooms down there, especially when we have a lot of senior citizens and parents down watching games. As far as sanitation conditions, especially in this age of COVID, we really do need that. And Protection Health Safety Funds will pay for example, the bathrooms, as we don't have to use any operational funding. So we're very fortunate to have those different funding streams to get a lot of these projects done. We're also going to be replacing all of the carpeting in the VPAC area. That is original carpet dating back to 1997. Kelly Whitler has done a great job in working with Ed Fitzgerald and the local carpet cleaners, but the time has come. We're starting to see some frayed areas. We obviously don't want any trip hazards, and being roll carpeting, we probably need to go put in carpet tiles like we've been using on campus that are much easier to replace and very safe and very durable. So those are a couple of the many projects going on around campus. There's a whole list, and Lisa Height will be informing the board about those on Tuesday. Strategic planning, I am so excited by strategic planning. That's a 5-year roadmap for the college. And, again, I know we've talked about a lot of anxiety, but I think there's also a lot of excitement that we should be feeling when we basically become captains of our own fate. And so that's what I find so great about strategic planning is it gives us a roadmap, it's measurable, it's grounded in realism, but we push the institution forward, and it gets us out of a corner sometimes where we may feel safe, but we can't stay. And so that's why I'm so excited by strategic planning. Appreciate all the work that the committee, the subcommittee, and all of you have done, because we want to give opportunities to everyone, obviously, provide feedback. So excited by that. You're also going to see in the board packet a grant writing position. I know many of you, I've had staff and faculty highlight that as a need for many, many years. We really can't afford one full-time on our own, but we are going to share one with Rend Lake. They recently had a grant writer leave. They were weighing the benefits and the cost as far as replacing it, and so that's part of our sisterhood, our shared sisterhood among the two institutions. I think it's going to work out great. And so their board has already approved. Our board will hopefully approve this Tuesday. And so we'll have some help with all of the grants. And we'll probably see more grants coming, especially from the Biden administration, if you've been following the politics of that. There'll probably be more grant dollars focused on retention and completion, ultimately performance-based funding. So hopefully we'll definitely be on a good track to chase after those grants and help support our students even more. As far as that alliance or that sharing agreement between Southeastern Rend Lake, we've been working on that for almost 10 years. The boards, our board, their board, in fact, their board just approved a new alliance document. It is not a merger in the traditional sense of the word. When people hear mergers, they usually think of a winner and a loser. We are two autonomous taxing bodies. We are units of local government. We are separate. You cannot merge publics like that. It's easier to merge a public university because there's a state agency. We are a unit of local government. So if you hear any gossip like that, that is not what it is at all. The word merger is used loosely, I think, by many. It's kind of like a typical relationship. You can date. It's just a single date. You could be dating. It's a few dates. You could go steady. You could have a pre-engagement period, an engagement period, and then a marriage. So think of a merger in that way. But we prefer to just call it an alliance, kind of like a two-school consortium. And what this document does is it just strengthens the communication between the colleges, from the board level all the way down. And it really helps solidify regular meetings, regular communication, and to look for opportunities how we can help each other, like with the grants position, which is an exempt position. We're looking at making this document not quite like the old SICM consortium that we had with 5 colleges, of which we're no longer a partner, and 3 other colleges are no longer a partner of SICM. We don't want to be as restrictive. We definitely don't want to be as bureaucratic. SICM had a whole layer of administrators and staff, and we don't need to be that bureaucratic. We don't have the funds to be that bureaucratic. And it's not nearly as restrictive as SICM was with just a few particular programs. We've seen the fruits of this labor in the past decade, in that Rend Lake has a much larger maintenance department with an electrician on staff and some other specialties. They've helped us out. For example, the green room, the dressing rooms, all of the treads on our stairs a few years ago, some build out in some areas. We've really appreciated that, and we can get it sometimes quicker than we could going outside and going for bid and with a contractor. Southeastern has given to Rend Lake Spanish for many, many years, which allows our Spanish faculties to even receive more overload on top, pending enrollment, obviously. Sometimes when it's small, we at least get to keep the classes going. Sociology is now being taught at Rend Lake. They had a sociology person retire. They really needed sociology, and so our sociology instructor is now teaching for them. We are importing some history classes, but you know, we knew that the full-time history instructor probably wasn't needed. We've discussed that in the past, even with the history faculty and other staff. This way, there's no job loss. Students can still take history, but we steer more of our students into other social sciences to make sure that those numbers are healthy. We may potentially share diesel with them. We've talked with our diesel instructors. Rend Lake has a need, and as we don't have quite as many jobs, and the population may be a little smaller because of coal mine closures and such, you know, this is an opportunity for us not to lose overtime and maybe even provide a shorter distance of travel if we can arrange that. We have in the past shared nursing instructors, physics, of course the grant writer is new, and we even tried graphic design a while back, but that didn't quite work. We share a vet assistant program at the Carmi Center so that we can offer that regularly. We probably couldn't offer it on our own, and so we have a unique relationship where that program is done well. We've aligned our calendars, we're both on the Canvas system. It makes it easier for both instructors and students. So we're looking at continued alignment. We have basically a 5-year plan in this alliance to make sure that, for example, student discipline aligns. If we have students from Rend Lake in a Spanish class and there's a disciplinary issue, we want to make sure that we have a clear process that engages that with our instructor and their students. So there's still a lot that we can do to enhance the relationship, and that's what this agreement does. We have informed our union. I think President Wilkerson is discussing with his. We want to make sure and be open and transparent. This is about serving students and protecting what we have. That's the ultimate goal of this agreement. We want to save those advanced classes, such as music theory. And there, the music instructor at Rend Lake and our music instructor got together, and we're able to make sure that we can offer music theory even though the numbers are small at both schools. So I really appreciate the music faculty coming to us with that idea. I think it's great, and that's what we're trying to do, is enhance communication and continue to think creatively so that we serve students, save programs, and make sure that our employees are taken care of. So we're very excited by that. It's, like I said, a very exciting time at Southeastern. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to come by, stop and chat with me. So you all take care. Bye-bye.